Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online class of computer studies. Children, today we'll start chapter 6, that is more on spreadsheet. Okay, this is chapter 6, more on spreadsheet. So, in this chapter, children, we are going to learn various things. Name of the chapter we have is a chapter 6, more on spreadsheet. Okay, children. So this is the chapter name, more on spreadsheet. So this is chapter 6 and in this chapter we'll be learning the same Excel, Microsoft Excel, some different calculations. So children, let me tell you a few things like Microsoft Excel, some terms like workbook. When you open the Excel, you will find at the top book 1 is written. That means this is a workbook. A file in Microsoft Excel is called a workbook. Okay. Basically, the names are book 1. Again, another one, if you create it will be book 2, book 3. By default, you can even change the name also by saving that. And the extension of workbook is .xlsx. Okay. And each workbook contains multiple sheets. Sheets are the pages where we perform our work. You can see by default there is a sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. These are multiple sheets. We can even create, rename, delete. Okay, multiple options can be done on that. So workbook and worksheet are two interrelated terms. This both are very important. Workbook is a book of Excel and worksheet is a pages of a Excel. Then you will find number of rows and number of columns. So number of rows like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are number of rows. Okay, these are number of rows. These are horizontal and the vertical part, like you can see ABCD is there at the top. So that's our columns. And the intersection of rows and columns are known as cell. Like see, when I'm clicking here, a black boundary, thick wall, thick boundary is displaying. Okay, the surrounding rectangular box. So this is known as cell, children. You can see the name also, G14. That means it belongs to the G columns and 14 row. So row, columns and cell, these are like all similar terms. Row horizontal, column vertical, and the intersection of rows and columns are known as cell. Cell addresses, every cell has a unique address. Okay, the name is given to every cell. Like just now I have shown you, if I am pointing here, it is Q9. You can see the name here in the name box. Q9 will appear. Okay, that is cell addresses. Then cell pointer. A cursor in Excel is called the cell pointer. You can see the cursors. It is like plus sign, the thick plus sign. This is known as cell pointer. Wherever you want to write, you have to click that. Okay, and the active cell is the rectangular box, the unique box. If you find, like if you see, if you compare other cell and the active cell, you will find that active cell is little bit thick black rectangular box. Range of cell, you can even select the range of cell like this. See, I am selecting the range of cell. Okay, that means from multiple cell you can select it. Even we can use command also for selecting the range of cell. In that case, we have to give the first cell name, then column, then second cell name. You will find the range of cell will be selected. Selecting, deselecting cell. Most tasks in Excel are performed within a cell. For this, you must select or deselect the cell. So how we do that? See now, right now I have selected. If you want to deselect it, click again. It's deselected. Selected, click deselect. So selection and deselection is very simple. Okay, if you want to select the entire worksheet, you have to click here. The entire worksheet will be selected. Again, if you click here, anywhere in the cell of the any cell of the worksheet, you will find automatically deselection will occur. So children, this was about selecting and deselecting of cell. So there are certain keyboard shortcut also which we can apply for doing this. We can press shift plus spacebar to select row in which cell is active. Okay, that is shift key plus spacebar. Then control, that is CTRL plus spacebar. If you select column in which a cell is active, that column part will be selected. CTRL plus A for entire worksheet. So these are some keyboard shortcuts we apply. Now entering special number, date and time. So what is numbers? Numbers are important component of Excel because number we need for calculations. So we can even have a special number type. Like you can see for currency we have a different format, for date time we have a different format. Okay, so this format can be changed. So we can change this format from see here, if you click on the font, this drop arrow, okay, if you click this one and you can go to the number part, here you can see these are the different type of number or special number which can be entered in a Excel. Even children, directly also we can go from here, number part, okay, directly you can go. This all belongs to the format cell. So we can select the date time from here, like date. Suppose I am selecting the date options from here, and now if I type say 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I press enter key, see children, automatically it will take in the date formats. Okay, because that particular cell has been aligned to a date format. So we can even go for the currency also, children. Currency part, even we can go from currency symbols from here. So right now we have a dollar only, okay. So I'm selecting dollar only, let it be. Now if I'm clicking 1000 and press enter key, see here the dollar sign appears at the beginning, and it takes the decimal values like 2 zeros, okay, 0.00. So these all things can be aligned. This all things can be set by format cell, which belongs to the number tab, okay. Overwriting cell contents. Children, we can even overwrite, like suppose you have already written here something, say I have written here 1, 2, 3, okay, this number I have written. Now overwrite means again you can click here and you can just write any other alphabets. Automatically the previous part will be removed and the new part will be appear. To overwrite the content of a cell, select the cell and type the new data in the cell and press enter key. Automatically it will be overwritten, okay. Modifying cell contents partially. Like suppose you have written here 1, 2, 3 and you found that you need to write 4, 5 also. So if you write now, it will be overwritten. So for that case you have to press F2 key, then you can write 4, 5. Okay. So if you press F2 key or you can simply double click also, then you can partially modify the content of the cell. And if any wrong or any like mistake you performed and you need to do that undo part, you can use Ctrl plus Z, children. This option is also available. See, Ctrl plus Z, and to bring it back, Ctrl plus Y. Okay. So children, what we have learned is using undo and redo features. Undo command is used to reverse the previous actions, while redo command is used to reverse the undo actions. So this undo and redo options you get here at the top, see children, this part, okay, this quick access toolbar, you get undo and redo options over there. Inserting cells, we can even insert the cells, okay. So how we can insert, see, like suppose here I want to insert one cell. So you need to first select the cell, or you can even select the range of cell, then you can go to the home tab, okay. So inside home tab, you'll get the cell group here, children, cell group. See, insert option is there, you can click insert cell option is available. See, okay, you got inside this insert cell options we click, then shift cell down, shift cell right options are there. You can use this part and you can insert one cell, okay, as per as the directions. So children, this inserting cell, even inserting row, columns, okay, this all options you get here. Inside the home tab, inside the cells group, you get the insert option, you get see, insert sheet, even insert sheet rows, cell, if you go, you get entire columns, entire row. These all options are available inside the insert options. Even you can delete also, children, delete option is available here only in cell group. Delete cell, you can delete the entire row, entire columns. Okay, so we can insert or we can delete any row, any columns or any cell from the home tab, cells group, and insert drop down menu, okay, or insert button. From there we can either insert the row, columns or cell. Even we can copy and move the cell content also. Like see children, I want to write here something, say computer. Okay, now this part I need to copy. I can use Ctrl plus C, that is the shortcut which I have already taught you in Microsoft Word. But another part is there, like you can go from the home tab, you get the copy options here, like this copy. Okay, then you can move to here, you can go to again home tab, you get the paste options, you can paste it down there. Okay, so this is known as copy paste. And the moving part is also there, children. Like suppose I am deleting this one, moving is a cut paste. Again the shortcut is also there, and another, you can go to the home tab, cut is there, and you can come here, paste it there. So what changes you got in copy paste, the duplicate is created, okay, whereas in cut paste the location is changed from original location, the content or text is moved to the other locations. So we can say copying cell, that is copy and paste, moving cell, that is cut and paste, isn't it, children? So we can say copy paste is known as copying, and cut paste is known as moving. Okay, so now for this there is a keyboard shortcut also. We can say CTRL plus C is for copy, and CTRL plus X is for cut, and CTRL plus V is for paste. Okay, deleting cell, children, we can even delete the cell also. So that time only I have shown you the deleting cell or deleting row, deleting columns. The home tab, then cell group delete option is there, you can go there. Okay, delete cell left, delete cell right, delete cell entire row, entire columns. Okay, so these all options you get inside the home tab cells group. So from there we can delete the cell, row and columns. So next is, children, adjusting row height and column width. How to adjust the row height and column width? So I'm clicking here, go to the home tab, and you get again you get cells group only, you get the format options. Okay, so you can see there, now I want to increase the row height, so I will go there, row height is 15, yes, it's 15, let me make it 30, double of that. Okay, so you can see the, children, the row height has been increased. Same way for column also, we can go to column width, it's given as 8 certain 8.43, let me make it 15. See the changes. So we can adjust the row height and column width also. So this option also you get, children, inside the home tab, cells group, format drop down menu. Okay, so children, next part we have is the autofill. Now what is autofill? Autofill means automatic filling, okay, of the cells. The autofill feature is used to enter a predefined series of data such as text or numbers in a worksheet quickly. But it should be in series, like say suppose 1 and 2 I have. Okay, so I can do is like I can select this one, then see the cursor, it's thick plus sign. If I bring it to the edge, it will become thin. So simply click on that and drag it down. See, children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, automatically it has been filled. Same thing can be done with ABCD also. Okay, select this one and see. Oh. It's not taking, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the number series. Okay, we can even use this one to create numeric data series. Even we can create also. We have to enter the first two values, then we have to click on that particular cell, and with the help of fill handle we have to drag it down. Okay, let me write here something like Sunday, then I'll write Monday. Okay, spelling should be correct, children. If spelling is not correct, it won't accept. See, it's taking. So the series part will be like automatically it will take. Okay, predefined series. These all are predefined. It's not that your name if you type, your friend name if you type, and if you drag, your all best friend name will come. That is not possible. Creating custom list also. We can create a custom list, children. You might have a list that is very often used. Instead of typing the list, children, to create custom list, we have to follow certain steps. Okay. So first, what I will do is I will just type something like say CPU, then keyboard, then say mouse, okay, then monitor. So like this different names I have to type, and I will select this one. after selecting, I'll click on the office button. So when I click on the office button down, I can see Excel option is available. Okay, so I have to click on the Excel option. Okay, Excel option, then you can see there advanced option is there. Actually not advanced option, so we can go for so after selecting this, we can go for the edit custom list. Okay, inside the popular only, you can see create a list for use of sort and fill sequence. Okay, so it's a like a new list. So what we'll do is import from the cell. We'll click this one, and this is already imported. Children, already it was selected. Then we'll click on the add options. Okay. We'll find out here. So see children, so you'll get CPU, keyboard, mouse, monitor. After clicking on the import options, then you can click on the OK part. Then here also OK you can click children. Now suppose say you need to write here, you just write the CPU. Okay, then you will write the keyboard. Two things we have to write children. Okay, at least two we have to write to drag it down. And if you drag down, you will get the list of all the things. Keyboard, mouse, monitor. See, these things are coming automatically, isn't it? Like mouse, monitor, keyboard. Okay, so you can see the sequence will come automatically. So how we have created this one, students? We'll go to the this one office button, then Excel options, then inside popular only you get the edit custom list. Okay, you'll get the things here. What things you want. Even you can type also. New list you can use. You can type it and do that part also. Then you can click on the OK part. You will find everything will be in the sequence, and you can use that one as a autofill. So children, this is all about our chapter that is more on spreadsheet.